Alright guys, I'm on my way to get my brows microbladed. I'm super nervous, but super excited. This is something I've wanted to do for a really, really long time. I think it'll change the game when it comes to makeup, and I'll also probably feel a lot more confident when I go no makeup, because my brows are the one thing I will not leave the house without. So yeah, hopefully she'll let me take you along in the room on the journey. So yeah, here's a before of them filled in. Let's do this. So right now we are in the numbing process. These are some of the pigments that she's testing out, but she did some little holes in my brows to really let the numbing cream set in. She's gonna come in and take off all my makeup up here, make sure that they're all numbed, and we're gonna choose pigment. So we're gonna numb for about 20 more minutes, and she's already drawn on the shape. And then we're gonna start. Oh my god, I'm so nervous. I can handle 4 tattoos. I think I can handle this. Alright, so I look a little crazy right now with no makeup and my friend that won't go away. They're a little bit swollen and red, but they look amazing. I'm so, so happy with how they turned out. I literally can't believe that I finally have full brows that match my hair color, so I don't have to constantly fill them in. This is what I've been wanting for literally ever. Katie at Clark's Salon in Canton literally killed it. Sorry, I can't stop looking at them in the viewfinder. She literally killed it, and I am going to do like a whole blog post talking about my experience, the pain, and everything like that, more in depth after my 6-week touch-up. But yeah, this vlog will probably be uploaded before then. It didn't really hurt. I mean, it definitely hurt. I was cringing, but she said that I did really well and that I took the pain really well, which I was surprised because I'm such a wuss. But I thought that if I could handle 4 tattoos, I could handle this, but it's a lot different when it's on your face. But it surprisingly wasn't unbearable, and also the numbing cream wore off before we were done, so I just had to like suck it up. But beauty is pain, and now I don't feel like I have to fill my brows in every single day, and I can actually walk out of the house, because surprisingly I was self-conscious about that. I always felt like I needed to fill them in because I felt like I looked dead without them. Like I would choose brows over mascara, but now I don't have to. I'm so, so happy, so, so happy. And she's extremely reasonable, such a good price. I'm not in good lighting, but it's super affordable, and that's why I went to her, and that's why I'm gonna talk about the experience, is because you can save up for this. This is something that if you wanna do, you can do, and it won't break the bank, and it's not hundreds and hundreds of dollars. It's so reasonable, so, so reasonable. Oh my god, I love them. So I'll show you them later when they don't have ointment and they're not swollen and they're not red. Bye! So today is day 1 after microblading. They look pretty good. They are still pretty dark and you can't really see the natural strokes right now, just because some of the pigment does have to fade and they have to heal, and then they'll be a little bit more visible. I've put Aquaphor on them a few times and like brushed them through with a like rubber spoolie. I tried to find a like microfiber one everywhere and I couldn't, so I just went and bought a pack of like rubber ones from CVS, and I combed through them, kind of making sure that my like actual eyebrow hairs aren't like sticking down on it too much, and kind of keeping them loose. And then I went in with a Q-tip and put the Aquaphor over them, and then kind of like lightly brushed them through. They've definitely already started to scab in some places because they're pretty much a wound. But yeah, I'm obsessed so far today. I'm trying out the Makeup Forever Blurring Skin Tint. I like it, but I didn't put too much on my forehead just because I was like scared to get close to my brows, and as you can tell, it's like a little orange, and I don't know how I feel about the product. I like the finish of it, and I used some concealer, blush, and a little bit of setting powder, but I won't be wearing it again just because it's too orange. But I mean, look at those, y'all. I'm so obsessed. I've literally wiped the makeup off from around them, no shame, just because I'm like so scared of getting anything on them. But I'm really impressed. They do hurt a little bit and itch a little bit, but for the most part, we're golden. They look great. Highly, highly recommend them. Getting your eyebrows microbladed. I will keep you updated on this like 14-day healing process if anything changes. I will say last night was one of the worst nights of sleep that I've ever had, and they weren't pain, and I don't know if it was just because I was like subconsciously thinking like, don't lay too hard on your brows. Like, she didn't tell me I couldn't, but you know, me, like just worrying about everything. And excuse me, I don't know if I was just like subconsciously thinking while I was sleeping like not to lay on them and like to make sure that they weren't suffocated under a pillow. So I don't know if that's why I kept waking up, like literally it felt like every 30 minutes. But yeah, last night sucked sleep-wise and I'm exhausted today, but they're not really in any pain. They're a little bit sore, a little itchy like I said, but so far so good. I've washed them. It's just like a paper towel. You kind of like rub the ointment off and kind of reapply. And I will be able to fully wash my face and get them wet on Monday. Technically Sunday, but I'm waiting till Monday just to be safe. So this weekend, I'm gonna try to be as makeup free as possible. Just let them and my skin breathe a little bit, but I have to say I'm gonna be loving the like no makeup look this summer once these bad boys heal. So I'll have to like throw any brow makeup on, which is huge because I would not go anywhere without it. So yeah, that's just a day one check-in, and we'll check back in maybe this weekend. Bye. All right, so it is 8 a.m. and I look like crazy, but I'm about to go get my eyebrows microbladed. Well, they're already microbladed. I'm just going for the touch-up because you do a 6-week touch-up, although it's been like 2 months for me because we had to reschedule. But this is what they look like. Let's see if I can get this on. I mean, they look great. I'm just gonna have her touch up right here where the pigment didn't hold, maybe make them just a little bit darker, so we shall see. Okay, so excuse the fact that I look absolutely awful right now. I just got home and it's like 11 o'clock at night, and I just washed my face, brushed my teeth, and got ready for bed. But I realized that it is the end of Monday and I haven't checked in since I got them done that day. But this is the current brow situation. You can see. Oh my gosh. That looks about to be as good as it's gonna get. So this is what my brows currently look like. I don't have any makeup on. They are a little bit scabbed here and throughout here. I can't really get them wet. I definitely can't put anything directly on them. So I've been like, when I did my makeup today, I went around it, but of course a little bit got in it. And then when I just put my products on, I made sure I did everything around it. And then tomorrow I'm probably gonna wear a lot less makeup because I was just feeling like doing my old routine today. But they look really good. They're not as itchy as the last time that I had them done when I got them first done. The touch-up wasn't as itchy so far, but they did get itchier towards the end of the healing process. But I am trying to stay clear of like touching them or putting anything on them or near them. I'm trying to be really, really good about it, and also about getting them wet. Before, I got them wet too early, and I think it affected them a little bit, but this time I'm steering clear of water if I can, putting the brow balm on as much as I can, or as much as I'm supposed to. But yeah, I'm really, really happy with the results. I think they look phenomenal. I think they're gonna heal really well. They're gonna be a lot darker than the first time, which is good. And I really won't have to put anything in them, like not even a brow gel, which I'm literally shocked at. So I will check back in with you guys either tomorrow or in days. Hey guys, so this is going to be the final update check-in of microblading. I am really happy that this process is over. just because I don't have to worry about going in for a touch-up. I don't have to get anything filled in for the next year. And yeah, I just don't have to worry about it anymore. So that's awesome. As of right now, I have absolutely no makeup on, no mascara, no brow gel, anything. And I can't say enough how happy and excited I am with the results. I saw Katie. She is the microblading stylist at Clark's Salon in Canton, Georgia. I will leave all the information down below in a link to the blog post. I got mine done originally at the end of May, and then you go in 6 weeks afterwards for a touch-up, basically to see wherever the pigment didn't take. If you want to go darker, if you want to go bolder, if there's just anything else you want fixed, this is when you go back in. And we had to reschedule our 6-week appointment, which is fine. Need to turn my phone off. So I didn't go in for my touch-up until about 2 months afterwards. And everything held up shape-wise for the most part, but there was a few areas in the actual brow itself that lost some pigment, but that's because I think I accidentally washed my face too early, and also they were so itchy, and I'm pretty sure I probably picked a scab or two off. So I'm just gonna walk you through kind of like the whole healing process, because I've been editing this video, getting it ready to go up, and I realized I didn't do a lot of that throughout. So basically got my brows done at the end of May. Then for the next 24 hours or next 48 hours, you were supposed to not touch them whatsoever, not get them wet, not put anything on them, whatever. So I got my brows done at the end of May, and for 48 hours after you have them done, you shouldn't be touching them, combing them, getting them wet, anything like that. I accidentally, I think, got them wet a little bit too early, so that took, oh my goodness, I'm tired. So I think it kind of pulled some of the pigment out. And then for the next 2 weeks, I couldn't put makeup on them, couldn't get anything on them. I kept them moisturized essentially with Aquaphor, and then that was pretty much it. So about 2 weeks after the initial one, all of the scabs were gone. Both brows did scab. They were extremely itchy. They never hurt. I wasn't really in any pain or sore. It was just the itchiness, because I don't know why. They were just really itchy. So 2 weeks after the first time, they were pretty perfect. And then 2 months after is when I went in for my touch-up, which was 2 weeks ago, almost, or a week and a half. And the touch-up, the original time took about 3 hours, a little bit over, and the second time took, I think, 3 hours as well, just because we numbed me longer, all that. So after the touch-up, I did not get my brows or face wet for 48 hours. So I got them done early Saturday morning, and I didn't do anything until Monday when it was time to go to work. I just stayed at home that weekend, so it was fine. And then as far as like the upkeep and the recovery goes, that's probably the worst part, because you have to be really careful when you do your makeup and you wash your face and you're putting products on, because you don't want anything on your brows. And then the second worst part is probably the itching, because they just itch so bad that I can't even explain it. And you don't want the scabs to come off, because then that peels or pulls the pigment out of the skin before it's settled. So those should just naturally fall off. So exactly a week after my touch-up, I could get my face fully wet. And so this past Saturday, a few days ago, is when I was able to wash my face like normal. I still was very careful of my brows. I combed through them because there was a lot of loose scabs in there. But they're pretty much fully healed for the most part. Another question that I got from you guys was, how bad does it hurt? And I'm not gonna lie, it hurts pretty bad. If you have a high pain tolerance, then you'll be able to handle this no problem. But if you're like me and you're a total wussy and you hate getting a shot, this is not gonna be fun. It's definitely not something that I can't handle, and it's not so painful that I will ever consider like not going back because I can't handle the pain. I will continue to keep my eyebrows microbladed just because I think it's worth it. And I think that in the long run, my goodness, I think in the long run, it was definitely worth the few hours of pain and the slight soreness that I had for the rest of the evening or day that I got both sessions done. I will say I was really nervous at first that they were going to be way too dark or way too noticeable, or like, oh my god, that girl has tattooed eyebrows on. But they are tiny little baby strokes, and they really do look like natural hair. And I'm so happy I can't just begin to explain how obsessed I am with them. Also, Katie was telling me that she had a client that had alopecia, and after she got her eyebrows microbladed, it actually stimulated hair growth. And so I'm not sure if that happens for anyone or everyone, or if it's just like a case-by-case thing. But if you are unhappy with your eyebrows, you don't have eyebrows that you want, or they're very sparse, or they're too light, I really highly recommend doing this. And the good news is you can go and see Katie, and I'm pretty sure you can do a consultation to see if this is what you want. I looked at a few places before deciding where I wanted to go, and every place was probably $500 and up. And like I said in my lip filler video, when you're doing something on your face, you don't want to skimp on the price, and you don't want to, you know, take someone that's, you know, of a lesser, not value, but you're paying less. And in this case, while I paid $275 for my initial microblading session and then $100 for the touch-up, and that's still significantly less than anywhere else that I looked, I don't feel like I was skimping. Katie did an absolutely incredible job. I can't say enough good things about her and the whole process, and how well she did, and how many compliments I've received. And there's actually a few of you guys who have already booked your appointment, and some of you who have actually already gone and gotten your eyebrows microbladed. And so thank you for doing that. I'm not like making money off of you going, but if you do go, make sure to tell Katie that I sent you over. She just wants to see kind of how well this video, I guess, helps her out. And no, I didn't get any of it for free. I paid out of pocket for it. I had a coupon, but that was because I got a birthday coupon to the salon. And this wasn't a salon I just found on Instagram or anything like that. My mom and I have been going there for years for many different services, and this one was no different. It was absolutely professional, and I didn't have any trouble. I didn't feel like I didn't get as good of a service as I would have elsewhere. I actually feel like I got a better service than I've seen some other girls get that have paid a lot more. So if you have any questions, leave a comment down below on the YouTube video or the blog post and let me know, and I'll be happy to answer them. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I tried to do as much vlog style check-ins as I could, but I just kept forgetting. So that's why I have been on here rambling for 10 minutes now, trying to make sure that I have told you guys everything that you need to know about microblading. I'm sorry I didn't get any footage of the actual process happening, but I went alone, and obviously I was in pain and clenching my hands and couldn't video it, and she was also doing the work, so she couldn't video it, and I wasn't gonna risk messing up something on my face just to get some video of it. So maybe next time. If not, I'm sure you can find a video on YouTube that shows someone getting it done. Oh, and last thing I'm gonna say about the pain. At first it's not too bad, but I mean, it's on your face and it's like on bone. There's not much fat underneath there. And you know, as a tattoo, it's just like little pokes all over, but this is a full on like dragging needles through your skin. So I'm just gonna warn you there. But again, like I said, nothing I wouldn't do over and over and over again to make it this easy. I literally went to work today with no makeup on, and I mean like none. No mascara, no brow gel, no concealer. I woke up, I brushed my hair, I brushed my teeth, I brushed my brows out, and I went to work, which is worth it in itself. I've saved so much money on makeup and brow products, I can't even tell you. So that should just be enough incentive right there. But yeah, that's all. That is the microblading experience. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for your love and support on my blog and my YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram, and sign up as a subscriber on my blog, and I will see you guys in my next video.